Hey, it's Sarah, and thank you for joining me today. Let's pull some cards for Cancer natives. This will be Sun, Moon, and Rising in Cancer for May 2023. Well, let me clean the cards first, and then we're going to shuffle and pull a card for the energy that you're bringing forward from April into May. And Cancer's really been going through some lessons for the last, couple of years actually. But this year, 2023, has already been very trying for Cancer natives. But you're in luck because things are about to flip. Everything points to some major opportunities landing in your lap, probably starting this month actually. So let's pull the first card. Okay, don't let pride get in the way. This is an interesting card. Cancer has been pushed out of their comfort zone just about every day this year. And I think that has allowed you to have some very unique lessons this year. And because of that, you're rethinking a lot of things you said you would never do or that didn't appeal to you. And you're looking at the bigger picture. And with that, you're also evaluating what did pride and ego stop you from doing or stop you from trying. I mean, we are all self-conscious from time to time about ourselves and don't want to fail. Of course, with these new opportunities, you are going to have to move out of your comfort zone. You are going to have to try new things, and you're going to have to learn different skills. While it can be daunting, this is probably going to be the biggest obstacle for the month, being presented with these opportunities and then battling your ego as to whether or not you should take them, whether or not you should do these things. Ultimately, they will lead you towards your goal, but just not in the way you thought. So yeah, that's probably going to be the biggest obstacle for the month. But you can handle it, Cancer. Okay, so let's shuffle and draw the card for your biggest asset for the month of May. And the card is Show the World the Real You. I think sometimes, Cancer, you forget how cool you really are. You have so much to offer, so much to give. You have so much knowledge. You care for so many people. You care about the environment. You're ready to learn. You're ready to help people. You're ready to help the community. You forget these things because you take them for granted. So I think it's really important that you show people who you really are, that you engage people in conversation, and that you stop being so self-conscious about your achievements. Let people know what you're about. Let people know what you're interested in and what you're doing. More people will see the real you. And I think that's going to be the biggest asset for the month, is allowing people to see who you really are. And then you can form deeper bonds, deeper connections. Also, I think it will help you network financially as well. So yeah, that's going to be your biggest asset for the month, letting people see the real you. Let's shuffle and we'll draw a card for your home life. Okay, and the card is Artistic Expression from Paul the Venetian. Your artistic talents are in need of a creative expression. You need an outlet. You have hidden talents that lie dormant that you're not even using or maybe not even aware of. And this trapped energy can make you feel tired, restless, and anxious. And it can also lead to addiction if this energy isn't expressed. Even though you may feel like your artistic abilities are not developed or polished, or maybe you don't feel like, you're proficient enough to do an art project or write music or whatever it may be, make time to engage in this. Draw, paint, sing, play music, write, take photographs, make jewelry, sew, dance, garden, do anything that could free up some of this artistic energy in your life and allow this energy to flow. You may find that once you do, life in general becomes much easier because it allows you to express your true feelings in another medium. Sometimes there are things that we can't put into words, so give these experiences, these emotions, the outlet they need so you can process this and heal and move past it. And if you're struggling with this, why not consider taking a class to learn a new artistic skill? This will help your home life dramatically because this will give, like I say, a voice to some of those emotions that you're going through and allow you to express yourself in a way that maybe you haven't before. Okay, Cancer, let's draw a card for your finances for the month of May. Okay, don't you just love it when the cards jump out? So this card is see the other person's point of view. So if you're struggling with your finances, with your partner, a roommate, your family, it may be time that you sit down and have a heart-to-heart talk about what you're trying to accomplish and maybe putting a budget in order and really hashing out the details with everyone. No matter where you are in the world, prices have gone up, the situation has changed, the economies are shifting. Everybody needs to be aware of this and needs to recalculate their spending, because it doesn't really seem like everybody's on the same page. There is a possibility in May, Cancer, that you will pick up a part-time job. You will continue with your current job, but pick up something on the side. This will only be temporary as you're trying to just feather your nest and get a little bit of cushion, because there's some things you want to do, there's some trips you want to take, and there's some things you want to do to improve your living situation. So you're going to probably pick up, like I say, a small part-time job that will just give you a little bit of extra influx this month. But it's really important that before this happens, you talk things through with the people that you share money concerns with. Okay, let me shuffle and let's pull some cards for single Cancer natives romantic sector. Okay, Cancer, the cards are luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius, and communication is key, new moon in Gemini. Something very promising is coming along for you in the romantic sector. The new moon in Sag can mark the restart of fun after a period of feeling low or less than. So the energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks, but it's important that we be careful that we don't overextend ourselves on something or get caught up in fantasies or daydreams about maybe this is the perfect person, you meet them randomly and then, you're planning your wedding kind of thing. So that's kind of slow down. But it looks like somebody new is in your orbit and you're likely to meet them in May. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean the relationship is going to start in May, but it's likely you will meet them. And it's important to allow the situation to unfold organically and not try and manipulate it or not try and get carried away, envisioning this being the perfect person and your wedding and stuff. Slow down on that and just allow it to unfold and enjoy it. Enjoy this time because you deserve it. You've been through the ringer romantically. Go slow and enjoy this process. And it's really important to be yourself with this person. Communicate your needs, let them know your boundaries, and be open about who you are and what you're expecting. Be authentic in dealing with them and don't ignore any red flags that may come up. Your tighter relationships where you had to fit in, where you had to bend to compromise continuously for the other person. So those days are over. The new relationships coming your way, Cancer, are going to be much more authentic and healthy from the beginning. And for this to work, you too need to be authentic and you need to be open and transparent about who you are and what you want. But yeah, it does look very promising for a new romance for Cancer natives. Okay, let's shuffle and see what's up with partnered Cancer natives. Okay, and the cards are adjustments are required, third quarter moon, and confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo. So a lot's been happening with partnered Cancer natives. Well, a lot's been happening with Cancers, period. Partnered Cancers may have gone through some sort of health issue as well over the past couple of months, and they're coming out of that. So it may seem like the crisis is over now, but it may still remind you of what you want and kind of light a fire under you that it's time to go for those things now and to pay attention and not let so many things slide. Your life is probably out of balance and this may be causing you issues in the relationship, and it may be time to formulate a whole new plan moving forward. Now, something new and exciting is right around the corner, but you have to trust that the situation will move forward. So if you've been struggling, like I say, with a health issue, I think we're going to see that resolved, and that's going to change basically everything in your life. And in taking stock of your life, you may realize that the relationship is also out of balance. So you know where you want the relationship to go and you know what you want your life to be. So now it's going to require some open communication to move this along. But we're kind of unsure of how to get there, and that's what the Leo card is about. Confidence and being able to share your feelings with your partner, talk things through, and put your cards on the table, so to speak. Be very upfront with what you want. As I've said from the beginning of 2023, this is a critical change period for Cancer natives. Things that have been building for probably 5 years, for sure 3 years, are about to unfold finally, so that everything that you've been anticipating, everything you've been working for, has kind of been on hold for the last 5 years. So now the gates are about to open and things are about to move very quickly. You need to have a plan in motion and you need to talk it out as a partnership on what you envision the future being. I think that this will definitely allow the relationship to grow. Let's look at where you're likely to be at the end of May. And the cards are Isis, balance work and home life, and detach from drama, Pallas Athena. Okay, not a surprise with any of these cards. Isis reminds us that we need to work on staying balanced, and we already know which part of our life is out of balance. So I think by the end of the month, you're going to be really concentrating on that, concentrating on getting back in balance. If not, you're going to be feeling the symptoms of burnout. You can rapidly shift your energy in positive ways, of course, by devoting time to your priorities each day. Even 30 minutes each day spent in a meaningful way can uplift your mood and motivate you, but you have to take care of you. This is also a great time to say no to unrealistic demands on your time, spend more time devoted to things that make your heart happy and that really restore and nurture you. I also see you at the end of the month being honest with yourself about healthy boundaries. Between that and stepping away from the drama, life is about to change dramatically. You've never been one that really sought out drama, Cancer, but it just seems to kind of find you. So I think by the end of the month, you're going to set those concrete boundaries and you're going to start saying no, and you're going to start being more selective about who you spend time with and who is allowed access to you. A major healing will take place basically in May for all of this to happen. So it looks like you're going to be in a much better spot by the end of the month and feeling more in balance, and you're going to recognize the need for self-care and overall a very good place to be at the end of the month. So I think this is the time of a big change for you, Cancer. It can feel uncomfortable because it is going to push you out of your comfort zone, but hey, you've been pushed out of your comfort zone for a year at least now. Roll with it. You know that you can do this. Things are going to get better from here because the energy is changing dramatically. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this mini reading. If you did, let me know in the comments section below. And as always, thank you guys so much for becoming patrons, supporting the channel, joining the community, and just being there and being part of this experience. I appreciate you, and I will speak to you soon. Stay tuned for the next video. Reiki blessings!